State-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, behind the scenes, insights from cutting-edge users around the globe on 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Jackie Bales. Okay, quick quiz. What type of roofing would you say is the greenest? You might not have guessed it, but metal roofing is a top green choice. Made of recycled materials with panels that can easily be coated to capture solar energy, it's a growing trend for a good reason. Joining us today to discuss this is the president of Drexel Metals, Brian Partica.
Hi, Jackie.
Also with us, Rob Waite, CEO of Drexel Metals.
Thanks, Jackie.
And one of their very satisfied customers, Bob Delisle of Harvey Building Products, is also with us today.
Thank you, Jackie.
And our in-house environmental expert, Roger Ballantyne, president of Green Strategies Incorporated, joins us as well.
Good to see you again, Jackie.
Thank you. First of all, Brian, tell us how significant a trend this is, this trend toward metal roofing.
Well, metal roofing is gaining market share every single day against our competitive products. We have been able to capture about 12% of the total market share. And we're made of recycled content. We use infrared reflecting pigments, so therefore we're reflecting heat energy rather than absorbing it.
So Roger, why is metal roofing such a good green choice?
Well, I think Brian touched on one of the reasons, but there's several. The main alternative to metal roofing in this industry is roofing made from asphalt, and asphalt's made with oil, and we all know there's environmental challenges associated with that. But metal roofing has a number of other advantages. One is the reflectivity, which Brian mentioned, and that really means your roof is one of the most important aspects of a building when it comes to how much energy that building is going to use. And a good metal roof that is solid, watertight, and reflective can have a lot of environmental benefits. And the other thing is metal roofs can be made from recycled materials,
right,
and those roofs themselves can be recycled again. So there's lots of reasons.
Good point. Rob, tell us a little about Drexel Metals and what your company provides for its customers in the construction world.
What Drexel Metals does is we supply roofing contractors and distributors the equipment, materials, technical support, and engineering to enable them to fabricate their own metal roof. This is a very low-cost supply chain. What we do is we put in their hands the ability to do the manufacturing process, and this has freed them from the dependence of the traditional fixed-in-place manufacturer that's more higher cost.
Fascinating. You know, Brian, a lot of people may think of hot old barn roofs when they think of metal roofs. Can you explain how with today's newer technologies that is not the case at all?
Sure, I certainly can. It's not the case, and our metal roofs actually reflect rather than absorb heat energy, and that's done through infrared reflecting pigments. Using two technologies, one is solar reflectance and two is thermal emittance. The ability of solar reflectance is the ability to be able to reflect the sun's heat energy back into the atmosphere, and thermal emittance is the ability to emit heat energy very quickly at a high percentage, allowing your metal roof to cool very quickly at night.
And Drexel Metals has been working with solar since the late 1990s. So it sounds like you guys really have a lot of experience that could benefit today's consumers.
We certainly do, and with the threat of deregulation on the horizon and our metal roof systems, longevity of our metal roof systems, our solar roof systems incorporate a thin film technology that allows you to capture energy and obviously spin your meter backwards.
And Rob, Drexel obviously incorporates environmental considerations into its business model. Can you talk a little bit about how those environmental benefits benefit not just your customer and the environment, but benefit Drexel as well?
Really, there's many of them, but I'll give you four. The first is the steel and aluminum we provide is a very high recycled content. Secondly, metal roofing lasts 4 times longer than traditional asphalt-based products and can be recycled again at the end of their useful life. Third is the reflective pigments that we do put on the product reduces the overall air conditioning demand on the structure. And then the fourth reason is that the solar film that we utilize really goes together with metal roofing like peanut butter goes with jelly.
That's great.
Now, Roger, I understand there are also some key green incentives involved here with tax credits and the like.
Oh, there are, and particularly, while there have been for a number of years, particularly in the last year with the economic recovery package, there's been a whole bunch of incentives here. And what these incentives are designed to do is to get customers to make choices that are more environmentally preferable, whether it's a tax credit for a high efficiency building, whether it's achieving what's called LEED certification, Leadership in Environmental and Energy Performance in Buildings, that really marks green buildings, and having the right kind of roof can give you credit towards that, make your investment and your building more valuable. So there's a lot of incentives out there right now.
Good, really important time.
There is a $1,500 tax credit for a metal roof for consumers.
Now, Bob, you are a satisfied customer of Drexel. Can you tell us a little bit more about why and what the company's done for you to make your business better?
Sure, Roger. We're a wholesale distributor of exterior building products, and metal roofing is not a new product for us. We've been distributing metal products for nearly 20 years, but in 2007 we began as a regional manufacturer of Drexel Metal, and that opportunity that they provided us has been tremendous for us. We took a product that was growing nicely in metal roofing over the years, and since 2007, our business has exploded. And what we've experienced is tremendous sales growth, but more importantly, tremendous profit growth. It's been a great business model for us.
Yeah, great.
Now, Brian, can you explain the manufacturing process and also what is meant by regional manufacturing?
Well, if you look at our regional manufacturing business model, it is the ability to take a product and manufacture it at the job site. Under our quality assurance program, basically what we're looking at is a couple things. One is a quality assurance program that's going to allow us as a company to stand behind the product that's being manufactured out at the job site. Number two, it gives the flexibility to make metal roofing on demand, which is key because traditionally you have to wait 3 or 4 or sometimes 7 to 10 days or 3 or 4 weeks. So it's key for service for Bob and his company. And then finally, from the environmental aspect, we can ship a lot more raw material to a job site and not ship as much air when you're looking at shipping prefabricated panels. So therefore, we're reducing the amount of diesel fuel that's being used out in the field.
And you lease equipment then?
We do lease equipment, actually. It's on a month-to-month lease program that we work with our customers to make sure that, in this type of economy that we're giving them something that they can actually go out and use today and not have to worry about paying a large sum of money all at once.
Rob, I heard you explain your go-to-market strategy as similar to that of Apple's iPod and iTunes. You got to explain that one to me.
Well, Apple did not invent the MP3 player or the online downloading of music. But what Apple did was they fully, properly, and legally integrated the downloading of music. And similarly with us, we did not invent the portable roll former. We did not invent the use of steel for metal roofing. Right. But what we do is we integrate the whole process from the steel or aluminum mill all the way through to the installed roof. We certify the steel. We designed and engineered all the profiles that are manufactured on the machine. We've tested them to make sure they meet every building code in the United States. We train the installer, and we wrap all that together and back it up with our warranties. So like Apple disintermediated all the bricks and mortar music stores, we're in the process of disintermediating the big high fixed cost factories.
Very interesting.
Now, Brian, I hear Drexel Metals is celebrating a big anniversary this year. Tell us a little bit about the company, how long it's been in business, and how the vision of the company has changed.
Well, yeah, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, and we're proud to say that over the years, Dick and Diane Carroll, the founders in 1985 that founded it in Trenton, New Jersey, have built a wonderful foundation for us to implement our DMR strategy, or our roll forming strategy, as well as our energy strategy.
And Rob, peek into the future for us.
Well, if I peek in the future, I'd see a couple of things. I do see that our business model, the Drexel Metals Association of Regional Manufacturers concept, really becoming the dominant model about how metal roofing and solar roofing is brought to market. But also, we can really expand our energy and resources business. Not only does the metal roofing go with photovoltaic film, but also a metal roof is fantastic for use with rain harvesting for water conservation. And we've even done some systems where we've incorporated underneath the roof radiant heating. And we can combine that whole package of roofing, electricity generation, heat generation, and water management all into one seamlessly integrated package.
That's great.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Well, Brian, Rob, and Bob, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you for having us.
interesting. And Roger, as always, thanks for being here today as well.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching. Until next time, for 21st Century Business, I'm Jackie Bales.